Konbanwa, everybody. This is Borderline Furniture RX. I'm Mara, and this is project number 31. I'm calling this the Kamikaze Coffee Dresser. I was so lucky to find this dresser in my local Habitat for Humanity. I just want to give a shout out for Habitat for Humanity or any store that resells or recycles furniture. If you can save it and get it over to these stores, there are people that love to redo mid-century modern dressers. I'm certainly one of them. I don't know that there's a mid-century mod that's too ugly to be redone. Well, they certainly had enough price tags, which, by the way, was $50. I admit that this dresser looks like a lost cause with the weird paint job and the water damage, but there's something about this dresser that just gives me deja vu. And I think that's because I did one just like this in project number 17. Unlike project 17, this dresser did not come with the original hardware. All right, it's time for this dresser to get a bath. While cleaning furniture, I really can get more of a microscopic look at what's going on. Typically, this is when I find cracked drawers, and in this case, I found mold. So I'm going to have to treat these drawers with some mold killer. Mold treatment. It sounds so technical, but really it's easier than using Windex because this stuff, you just spray it on and let it dry. Windex, you got to clean it off and you still got to worry about the streaks. Well, here comes Mr. Crosby. He doesn't get into too many of my videos anymore because he just doesn't get around like he used to. Oh, hey, I admit it. I'm a stripper. Even better than that, I'm an eco stripper. I started using these eco strippers in October of 23 when I held the eco challenge. I purchased both of these strippers from Amazon, and I want to say that the Smart Strip doesn't work quite as well as the Strip It, but I love them both, and there's no smell, and it's super easy cleanup with water. As I start peeling this away, you'll see that I'm dealing with more than just one layer of paint. I believe that this is the Smart Strip. This requires a special paper which I didn't purchase, so it probably comes off pretty good if you follow the manufacturer's instructions. I'm going to clean off as much stripper as I can, and then I'm going to go for round 2. I know for sure that I used Strip It on the top of this dresser, and I had to go through 2 layers of paint. The whole process of stripping and sanding this dresser back probably took me 4 to 5 hours. That's how I like to spend my Saturdays. So this is what I ended up with when all the stripping and sanding was complete. I was not a fan of the decorative routing, so I filled that in with Bondo. I'm getting ready to smooth out that Bondo, and somebody snuck out the dog door. So I called her, and I called her, and I called her, and she knew that she was going to have to get confined to the house. So finally, I had to say, cookies, and there she goes. Okay, so I'm back to work, smoothing out this Bondo. I just do not care for this design that's cut into the front of this. It makes me think of kitchen cabinets from the 1960s or 70s, so I'm going to remove it. I'm doing the same process that I used in Project 17 to add new legs to the bottom of the dresser. Oh no, we won't need these ugly things. I got some really nice modern furniture legs, which you'll see after I get this thing painted. Some of these drawers had 4 and 5 different screw holes in them for the hardware. No matter, this was an easy fix. I just cut some dowel rods into 1-inch pieces and then glued them into place. Once I'm done, you'll never know the holes were there. I'm using Rust-Oleum primer because I'm going to be painting on bare wood. This is bare chalk paint. I'm using black on the top and white on the sides. It's not surprising, but you do have to keep these colors separated by masking off one section and painting another. I found this terrific hardware at Lowe's and Hobby Lobby. The Hobby Lobby hardware was on sale, so even better. The furniture legs came from Amazon. I've used these before and they're very reasonably priced. I could probably stop here, but why would I do that? It's so vanilla. So check out this really cool decoupage paper that I found to spice up the front of this dresser. Some of you may be wondering why I'm spraying the paper prior to putting it down, and from what I understand, if the paper isn't wet, it'll tend to wrinkle more, so that's why I just lightly mist it. I think the decoupage process is probably one of those ones that's trial by error, and I think as I move on and do more decoupage projects, I'm finding easier and better ways of laying the paper. I'm sealing the paper on the door fronts with polyacrylic. Yay, hardware! That means that we're almost done. Just a reminder, here's the sad little dresser with the weird paint job, and here is the final reveal. This is the end of Project 31. I hope you've enjoyed this journey. If you like the colors and the design, please leave me a comment. And as always, thanks for watching.